Hello everyone, Mikey Dare Panzernator here. Today we have a replay sent in by VictimRAID. He is in a Lenin. He is joined in a division by another Lenin, captained by Jad_458, who is known also as Joel, and will be referred to as Joel henceforth. So matchmaking, 2 carriers, but they're tier 6, and well, despite the replay bug of glitching below the ship, at least it's showing the game, unlike another replay that victims try to send in where it doesn't leave the loading screen unless I control J, which used to be control G, which would hide everything. So a double Lenin division in addition to the carriers. Every team has some tier pitses. Synop's very powerful, but only 1 destroyer per team and a Gade and a Nevny. Not too concerned with those. Victim, of course, checking his mini-map. So, replays never change. I mean, but please change so you're less buggy and you actually work. So, what's the Lenin? The Lenin, has a Nelson layout, being all turrets forward. Also in Izumo has the same layout. It's tier 8 Soviet battleship, so it's made of Stalinium and shoots Stalinium, which is another way of saying grossly overpowered. So victim, I think he's running Kuznetsov. I'm guessing because of if you look, hold on, I have a mouse pointer. So this is the standard flag. He's got his closed beta flag, and I think this is like a Kuznetsov flag. So here goes victim. Is he actually going to aim at stuff and shoot at the Gade? Probably not, but that Belfast, well, that Belfast isn't going to be targeted. So Joel also being in a Lenin, that's a lot of firepower in one division, and all that division seems to be heading up towards C. However, our Nevny seems to want to die, considering he's heading into a cap where there's the enemy destroyer, which is a Gade, which I believe is German, and so is Hydro. And then there's the Belfast. The Belfast is one of the lucky tier 7s to have radar. So Mr. Nevny might be in for a short trip to key area B. Hopefully he gets away alive so he can be useful the rest of the game. And judging by the health bar at the top, thanks to the wonderful mod station mod that gives us health bars at the top, our Nevny seems to be getting the heck out of dodge before anything bad can happen. Meanwhile, victim has found his target. Yes, the colored tracers do confirm my hunch about Kuznetsov. And, well, it's a lot of Stalinium flying for the tier pits. 2 penetrating hits, not bad. Not bad for an opening pot shot salvo. But he needs to do a lot more damage than that if he wants to send the tier pits back to port. Synop is also in this area, as is the other tier pits. No divisions on the enemy team. I was thinking maybe there was a double tier pits division up against our double Lenin division. But it's not the case. The Panzermarine division, which is our illustrious clan, manned by yours truly, Joel, Victim, Yoda Soda, and several others. Could be you if you want to, if you're good enough on a North American server. But yes, this Panzermarine division is the only division in the game. So Victim and Joel will coordinate their Stalinium all-forward salvos at helpless targets like the tier pits, whose turtleback will do its best to resist the will of the Supreme Soviet, but the Politburo has singled that tier pits out for destruction. So victim fires and getting excellent salvo, 12,000. Also defended ribbon, playing the objective is always welcome. And our team has a tier pits too, but this is the Black Friday variant. And Mr. Liquid Swords 242 will charge in and have a grand old pirate battle with the other tier pits. Or tier pits is, or tier pie. Anyhow, that tier pits is almost dead. This is the difference between victim and yours truly. I would have made sure I got the last shot on that tier pits. And it would have been a good thing to do, because he would have died earlier. That's less damage done to us. You see, the Panzer kill, which is how we say kill steal on this channel. Because, well, if you look at the clan stats, all of the useful metrics, VictimRAID is first place, except for 1. Kills. I have the most kills, or most kills per battle. Victim shoots at his little brother, the Synop. and shows him that Stalinium cannot resist Stalinium. Just as iron sharpens iron, Stalinium penetrates Stalinium. And being a tier higher, you gotta put little brother in his place sometimes. Tier pits, secondaries opening up. Devonshire is probably in a bad spot. Don't know if he's spotted. Probably isn't, considering he's not getting shot at and not massively citadeled immediately by the Synop. However, it looks like someone else is shooting at the Devonshire, so we'll see what happens. Victim being very smart here, using his rear turret to shoot at another target, and Joel's Lenin finishes off the little brother Synop. 2 ships down, both on this area, but Arnevny, that I was praising for not getting himself slaughtered, got himself slaughtered. And the Helena, well, he caught some of that Italian strain of the coronavirus. Saw a funny meme the other day. Don't know where the coronavirus is in terms of uploading. A lot of replays being recorded at the same time. But saw a meme, and basically it was just text. And it said this: the coronavirus is like the new pasta. The Chinese invented it, but the Italians will spread it across the world. So that Amalfi gave the coronavirus to Helena. Quite topical, considering Helena is named after a city in Washington, which at the time of this recording is where pretty much all of the coronavirus deaths in the United States have taken place. But this isn't about the coronavirus, this is about World of Warships. And Victim is shooting at the Roma. The Roma took a non-damage pin. Always love getting those. I'm pretty sure it explained that in the How It Works video, but I probably thought it was bullshit, and still do. Roma looking pretty close to death. So what would VictimRAID do? Just like any good member of the Panzernator, he'd try and finish Roma off. However, the Tirpitz and the New Orleans are causing problems. The Roma's healing up, and that penetrating hit did not do enough damage. So the Roma's probably going to get away, live to fight another day. But Victim is still trying to get a lucky shot, and yep, some penetrating hits on the superstructure, not doing enough damage to counteract the heal or anything like that. Now we have the Nagato, who's barely moving, and it looks like he's moving backwards if anything. Victim aims right at center, because again, that Nagato is not going much of anywhere, and he does start reversing, and that's an over-penetrating hit, which doesn't do too much damage. However, if you look at the kills, well, now we lead in kills because that Shores avenged his Helena and burned the Amalfi to death. It's so damn hard to use Roma, and I still wrecked y'all, says the Roma, who hasn't killed anybody. Okay, whatever. Okay, Boomer. Whatever you say, buddy. So Victim and Joel decide, you know what? That Roma's stupid. He's not going to do anything, especially if he's showboating for not getting killed, even though he didn't exactly kill anyone. But instead, Victim and Joel are going to stay close together to defend everything, and they're going to try and shoot down the planes and take out the Nagato. One of these torpedoes will hit Joel, and it does cause flooding, but hopefully Joel has his repair party ready. Keep in mind the Soviets have that repair party where you have limited number of charges, but they reload very fast. And Joel finishes off the Nagato. 2 kills for the Lenin division, none going to VictimRAID. Joel is carrying the division. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's a division like VictimRAID and I would have, where Victim does all the damage and I get all the kills. Regardless, 2 ships down to our division, and the New Orleans is showing a nice broadside to Stalinium. Now, if these shells hit center, which they look like they're going to hit, well, not hit at all, which is annoying, that's quite frustrating. But he hasn't exactly learned his lesson. He turned away a little bit, but he's being a little slippery. Joel, of course, is taking a beating. The Tirpitz secondaries are doing work to it, and Sky Cancer has decided Stalinium needs to be defeated. However, I would say Sky Cancer is the one that needs to be defeated. Anyhow, the anti-aircraft guns are firing, and Victim is trying to get some relief for our division mate, for good old Joel, and is shooting at the Tirpitz despite the fact he is pretty well angled. And the angle does mitigate most of the effects of the Stalinium. But staying close by to Joel because the anti-aircraft umbrella and all of that. So AA sector is ready, and Joel, Joel's probably toast. He's definitely toast. So that's unfortunate. Tirpitz secondaries are a force to be reckoned with, but the Tirpitz himself has seen better days, and our Tirpitz is healthier than their Tirpitz, so you would assume that we'd be able to kill their Tirpitz, especially with salvos like Victim keeps shooting. Meanwhile, the rest of our team is completely forgetting what kind of game mode it is. The Shores is running from the Belfast, which might be warranted, and the only cap in our team is Key Area C. So, in order to win this game, despite the we don't have a point advantage, we're going to need to sink some of these fools and start heading to Key Area B, which is what Victim and the Tirpitz are doing. Sky Cancer continues to be a problem, and over-penetrations on the New Orleans are not helping things out. But other than that, the only ships are a Nuremberg and a Belfast, so Tier 6 and Tier 7 respectively. So lower tier to a almost full health battleship with Stalinium guns shouldn't be too much of an issue. And Victim is still shooting at New Orleans. New Orleans is angling as well as he can. His armor's so thin, the Stalinium just punching right through it. No citadels, only really overpins, and unlucky misses because RNGesus is not going to support a godless atheist state like communist Russia, of which the Lenin, named after Vladimir Lenin, is from. Or allegedly from. The Lenin doesn't actually exist, like, most of the Soviet ships in this game, because the Soviet Union didn't build much of a navy, considering their army was the big military budget line item, because, well, Germany shares a land border, so good stuff there. Anyhow, Victim is still not able to do too much to the New Orleans, but the Nuremberg is doing alright. Well, Sky Cancer got the Nuremberg, and Sky Cancer failed to get Victim. Someone is, the Tirpitz is asking the Colorado what is going on. The CV will cap, says the Ranger, which is quite weird considering carriers aren't exactly the ones you expect to cap. Victim is going to go to B, the Tirpitz is also going to go to B, and the Colorado is being absolutely useless, unfortunately. Does the Colorado have a clan? It does not appear to be that. You guys go wreck them, says the Ranger, who wants to cap. However, if I were Victim, I would continue going to B and then on to A. New Orleans still at large, as is the Belfast, which is not good. Not knowing where anyone is going to be a problem. But the New Orleans is pretty low. Victim reminds people that you can't shoot what you can't see. And Sky Cancer, once again, continues to challenge Stalinium. And there's a New Orleans being bold with his limited hit points. Even overpins should kill this New Orleans here. And, well, we'll see what happens here. Victim successfully dodges the torpedoes. And one too few overpin. The New Orleans lives to survive another shelling, except that other shelling comes quite soon. Tirpitz goes to New Orleans, and then, well, capturing Key Area B should put this game in striking range. Victim is maneuvering like crazy to stay in the cap, and the Belfast has finally been spotted. Sky Cancer needs to be dealt with, and Victim is hoping he can stay in the cap circle, and hopefully he realizes the Belfast sooner rather than later and start shooting at it. Belfast, of course, is knows Victim, but not until the cap has already been secured. So reset is, well, not relevant considering that it's already been captured. Victim shoots at the Furious. One good salvo from the Lenin could send him back to port. That was not that good of a salvo, though. RNG, the Stalinium just too strong. It just punched right through it. And rocket planes trying to kill Lenin. Yes, so there we go. But Victim is doing a fairly decent job of shooting the planes down. Once again, it's a tier 8 ship against tier 6 planes. Gotta love replays where the turrets don't exactly face where you look. But Victim shoots at the Furious before he disappears out of detectability. And there's a Citadel, 20,000 damage. That Furious has got to be close to death. And there goes the repair. Gotta put out that flooding. And our team does have the lead because we do have more caps and more ships alive. Furious is a salvo away from death, but Victim is turning his attention towards the Belfast, not noticing the Furious is still alive. See, this is a key difference. I would be making sure to kill the Furious, although the rocket planes can probably finish him off. So now Victim is looking for tracers and shoots at the smoke screen. We'll see what happens. Not bad, 3 hits. Can't complain about that. And, well, the Belfast. Oh yes, he uses that Belfast radar. And Victim just letting things burn because, well, you know, why not? So, avoiding Sky Cancer. The Furious is still alive somehow. The carriers are trying to finish it off, but Victim is going to fulfill his destiny and kill the Furious. Hopefully so. Few well-placed shells, a little bit of luck with RNG here, and yes, it looks like that Furious is toast. Over penetration, man, RNG is not kind to communism this game. Then again, neither is reality. There goes the kill. Victim's first kill of the game, despite the fact he's put up 138,000 damage. Next up is the Belfast, but Victim is going to leave that to the Tirpitz. Belfast, of course, doesn't have torpedoes, so charging in like the Tirpitz is doing is a very good play. Force your will, use your secondaries and the Tirpitz torps, and if he comes out the other side, Victim will be ready for him. Good old hammer and anvil. Meanwhile, Sky Cancer is spreading its disease across the world, and the Belfast is trying to run away, but Victim will clear the island in time and be able to shoot him. And then the Ranger, well, the Ranger's going to be in danger. But first things first, Belfast. Hello, Belfast. Oh yes, turn to show somewhat of a broadside to Victim. That's a great idea. Yes, Stalinium will totally be nice to you. 3 overpins. Maybe Stalinium's too strong. Has anyone ever thought of that? And the Tirpitz gets another kill from Victim. That Victim softened up. So basically, the rest of the team is playing the role that I would normally play, which would be taking Victim's kills. But VictimRAID's a team player. The game rewards you based on damage. And he's got a carrier lined up perfectly, not too far away, as he captures the other zone. Admiral Kuznetsov on the bridge is quite happy with how things are going. Bad RNG, but if you shoot enough, you'll do almost 150,000 damage. But the game's not over yet. Only a minute 20 seconds left, more or less, which gives Victim about 3 salvos. And between Sky Cancer softening him up, the Tirpitz softening him up, this Ranger, like we said, is in quite a bit of danger. He isn't going to make it home. And our Colorado continues to be useless, and Victim's aim makes Dick Cheney jealous. So, once again, toot toot for good luck because, well, Victim needs a little bit more luck the way some of these shells are going. A lot of overpins, which is quite frustrating, and not the best scenario indeed. However, he should, hopefully, if he's able to clear this island, which he looks like he just got off, and luckily the Tirpitz softened up the Ranger enough so that Victim was able to come away with a kill. He who lives by the kill steal dies by the kill steal. So Victim does tally 2 kills on 77 main battery hits, 150,000 damage, a nice pair of Citadels, and a lot of 3 captures and a defense, because team player, great stuff there. Victim came in first, and Joel came in third. Of course, that Tirpitz came in second because he was useful. And the Colorado that didn't do anything did more than some of the rest of the team. Victim's damage, all armor piercing. Secondaries, HE, forget about it. So that is Lenin. That is a good showcase of Stalinium. If you enjoyed this replay, be sure to thank Victim for sending it in. You want to send in your own replays? There's a link down below to a Discord server. That is the place to go. Also, it's the place to go to find out about our World of Warships streams every Friday, more or less, where you can join the Panzermarine, or you can send in your own replays. All that, in addition to join the Discord server, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and do all notifications, another way to make sure you don't miss our streams. And hope to see you next week for our Warships replay. Until then, thanks for watching. This is Mikey, their Panzernator, signing out. See ya, nerds.